The impact of global traffic on supply chains. Supply chains are the backbone of business. Global traffic and congestion decide how, when, and at what cost goods will arrive. Today, we'll learn how traffic affects the supply chain. Supply chain means the entire journey from raw materials to final delivery. It's a complex process, but we'll explain it in simple terms. The story of a product. Trucks connect farms and factories. This is the road link that carries thousands of goods every day. Ports are international links, where goods set sail across the ocean. And finally, retailers and last-mile delivery partners who bring goods directly to you. Even a simple cotton shirt is the result of a journey through fields, mills, factories, warehouses, and delivery. Now let's see what global traffic is and why it's important for the supply chain. Global traffic isn't just about crowded cars. It's the flow of goods through the arteries of global trade. It's the sum of the congestion on roads, at ports, in the air, and at borders that keeps our economy moving. On the roads, this means truck jams on national highways, long queues at toll plazas, and unexpected accidents. All these delays can add hours or even days to transport times, preventing goods from arriving on schedule. At ports, ships often have to drop anchor at sea while waiting for a berth. On land, a lack of cranes or complex paperwork can delay unloading containers, leaving your goods stuck. Even at airports, cargo terminals can experience backlogs. This affects time-sensitive goods like medicines and electronics, defeating the purpose of fast air freight. And then there are borders, where slow customs clearance and document checks create miles-long lines of trucks. Every waiting truck symbolizes a stalled supply chain. All these places become choke points or bottlenecks in a larger network. The reasons are many: poor infrastructure, bad weather like monsoons, sudden accidents, and increased seasonal demand during festivals. Even one bottleneck can slow down the entire system. A big example of this in India is the Delhi-Mumbai Economic Corridor, which connects many industries. Any jam on this corridor directly impacts the supply chain. On the map, these choke points look like red dots. Each point is a sign of a blockage where both time and money are wasted. Let's now understand how these jams affect the supply chain. First, delays in delivery. The first and most direct impact is A. Delays in delivery. In today's world, supply chains are like a finely woven net, where every thread is connected to another. When obstacles like traffic jams tangle this net, goods don't reach their destination on time. This isn't just a minor inconvenience, it's the beginning of a major economic problem. Understand this in the context of just-in-time or JIT manufacturing. This is a system designed to cut costs, where parts arrive at the factory exactly when they are needed. Imagine a car factory that builds a new car every few minutes. What happens if the truck carrying an engine from Pune gets stuck in traffic? The entire assembly line grinds to a halt. This means hundreds of workers are standing idle, but they still have to be paid. The entire production schedule, which was set weeks ago, gets disrupted. It's like a domino effect. A small delay, the first domino, knocks down everything else in its path. Delays in parts mean cars aren't ready. If cars aren't ready, the transporters who were supposed to carry them are sitting idle. And dealers don't have new cars to show customers. The impact of one traffic jam now reaches multiple businesses and people. And when it comes to perishable goods, every hour is precious. Think about fresh grapes from Nashik. If they are delayed by even 24 hours in reaching the Delhi market, their sweetness and freshness decrease. Grapes that were export quality will now have to be sold at a lower price, or perhaps even thrown away. Similarly, vaccines and some medicines need to be kept at a specific temperature, known as a cold chain. If a truck carrying vaccines gets stuck in a jam and its refrigeration system fails, millions of doses could be wasted. This isn't just a financial loss. It becomes a matter of people's lives. Delays are never free. The second major impact is B. A significant increase in costs. This cost adds up at every step of the supply chain, including charges like fuel, storage, and demurrage. Imagine a truck stuck in traffic with its engine running, wasting several liters of diesel every hour. Now multiply that by thousands of trucks, and you'll get an idea of the economic and environmental damage. Additionally, drivers have to be paid overtime, which increases the transport company's expenses. The situation at ports is even more serious. When trucks can't clear containers from the port on time, the port gets jammed. Incoming ships have to wait their turn anchored at sea. Shipping companies have to pay heavy penalties for this wait, known as demurrage. This penalty can be in the millions every day. To avoid this uncertainty, companies are forced to keep safety stock, meaning they store more goods in their warehouses than needed. But this stored inventory is essentially locked up money that the company could have invested elsewhere. And the burden of all this inefficiency, all these increased costs, ultimately falls on us, the consumers, in the form of higher prices. The third and most visible impact is CC, shortage of goods. When delays and costs increase beyond a certain limit, store shelves start to empty. This problem becomes even more severe during festivals when demand is at its peak. Imagine an electronic shipment stuck during Diwali. The retailer who invested in stock months ago not only loses sales but also puts their entire investment at risk. And when this shortage is for essential goods, the matter becomes extremely serious. We all recently saw how delays in delivering oxygen cylinders to hospitals proved fatal. There was no shortage of oxygen in the factory. The shortage was in the logistics of getting it there on time. This shows how even a small failure in the supply chain can become a huge human tragedy. The fourth impact is felt beyond our borders. D, a slowdown in global trade. In today's global economy, no country is an island. India is a major exporter of auto parts and pharmaceuticals. If there's a bottleneck at Mumbai port, a car factory in Germany might have to stop its production line because a crucial gearbox from India hasn't arrived. Or an African hospital might face a shortage of medicines. In global trade, reliability is just as important as price. If there are repeated delays in ordering goods from Indian suppliers, foreign buyers will start looking for other, more reliable options like Vietnam, Mexico, or Eastern Europe. This isn't just the loss of one order, it's a blow to India's image as a reliable trading partner. It also directly impacts campaigns like Make in India. So we've seen how one problem gives rise to many others. Delays increase costs, increased costs, and delays lead to shortages. And when this problem persists, it reduces our credibility in global trade. This is a vicious cycle that slows down our entire economy. Now the question is, where and how deep is this problem in India? And how is it affecting our economy at the ground level? The Delhi-Mumbai corridor, one of the country's busiest freight routes, is often jammed. JNPT and Chennai port also sometimes experience container backlogs. Mangoes from Malda, tomatoes from Andhra, onions from Maharashtra. Logistics delays cause heavy losses for farmers. The narrow lanes of Sadar Bazaar and Crawford Market create difficulties for trucks. Small businesses that rely on timely stock are immediately affected. These problems slow down both daily life and our economic growth. But solutions exist. To tackle these challenges, a multi-pronged approach is needed. So what are the potential solutions? The first and most important is better infrastructure. Expressways being built under the Bharatmala project and dedicated freight corridors, DFCs, are game changers. These corridors can increase the average speed of freight trains from 25 km per h to 70 km per h, cutting freight transport time in half. When more goods shift to rail, both road traffic pressure and pollution decrease, leading to significant cost savings. Along with this, modern multimodal logistics hubs and dry ports eliminate supply chain backlogs by providing warehousing and value-added services. The second solution is digitalization. Technologies like GPS, RFID, and IoT enable real-time tracking of every consignment. This not only reduces the risk of theft, but also helps companies manage their inventory and deliveries better. Government initiatives like the Unified Logistics Interface Platform, ULIP, are bringing all stakeholders onto a single platform. Electronic toll collection systems like FASTag have almost eliminated time spent at toll plazas, saving fuel. Similarly, adopting paperless processes at ports and customs is reducing ship turnaround times, making India's global trade even more competitive. Third is adopting multimodal transport, meaning using the most efficient mode for each stage. Under the Sagarmala project, coastal shipping and inland waterways are being developed, providing a cheaper and environmentally friendly option for heavy goods. And finally, moving towards green supply chains. This includes electric delivery vans, solar-powered warehouses, and the use of alternative fuels like CNG, LNG. These steps not only reduce pollution, but also lower operational costs in the long run. By implementing all these solutions through public-private partnerships, we can build an efficient, sustainable, and world-class logistics ecosystem. Global traffic directly impacts the supply chain, leading to delays, costs, shortages, and losses. It's essential for India to adopt sustainable solutions, a combination of infrastructure, technology, and policy. When supply chains are smooth, farmers, industries, and consumers will all be empowered. Manage wisely, strengthen the supply chain. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And tell us what topic you'd like next.